Universal's Back to the Future The Ride has a history full of interesting information. According to Peter Alexander, former Disney Imagineer and current CEO of the Totally Fun Company, the original idea for a Back to the Future attraction came from Steven Spielberg himself. In 1986, George Lucas took Spielberg to Star Tours at Disneyland, one of Disney's newest attractions based on Star Wars, before remarking that Universal could never do anything like Star Tours. After seeing the King Kong animatronic at Universal Studios Hollywood, however, Spielberg reportedly suggested that Alexander should look into what he could do with a Back to the Future attraction. Not only did this suggestion spark interest in what went on to be a flagship Universal Studios attraction for over a decade, but it also renewed interest in Universal Studios Orlando, a project that had been mostly abandoned for a couple of years by then. So I guess in more ways than one, Universal has Steven Spielberg to thank for everything they have. Magic Super Directors aside, production of the ride began in 1988 with a Back to the Future roller coaster design, which quickly morphed into a less fast-paced simulator ride, which allowed for better storytelling. The ride building was themed after the Institute of Future Technology, with guests volunteering for a time travel experiment. Throughout the pre-show, riders can see glimpses of both Doc Brown and Biff, the latter of which eventually steals a time-traveling DeLorean. Guests are then urged by Doc Brown to help him apprehend Biff. The ride was made up of 2 identical copies, ensuring that the ride could operate at the high capacity needed. The ride film was projected onto Omnimax domes. Guests would board one of 12 ride vehicles per dome, which were modeled after the DeLorean. After a safety check, the cars would all raise up out of a small loading room to view the Omnimax screen. Throughout the ride, Doc Brown would drive the DeLorean with a remote control. The ride chased Biff through time, with trips to the Ice Age and Cretaceous period, including the riders being attacked by a T-Rex. In the ride's finale, Doc saves Biff from falling down a Anyway, Biff is saved and he and the guests return to the present, where Biff is promptly taken by security, while guests are warned to
hurry up, get out, before you meet yourself coming in!
If you'd like to see a full ride-through of the Back to the Future ride, check the link in the description. While both North American versions of the ride were closed in 2007, Universal definitely honors the legacy of the ride, as both the DeLorean and train from Back to the Future are on display near the former ride in Orlando. Doc Brown can also be spotted in that area from time to time. There are also a few Easter eggs hidden in the pre-show of the Simpsons Ride, which replaced Back to the Future the ride, reminding guests of the former attraction. Despite closing more than a decade ago, Back to the Future the ride definitely had a key part in the history of Universal Studios and is missed by many guests. If you'd like to see more theme park content from RSE Adventures, make sure to subscribe.